Hey everybody, Chris from Blu-ray Critic doing a Blu-ray unboxing review for the Lord of the Rings, the Motion Picture Trilogy Collection, the extended editions that I picked up from Amazon for a deal of the day for $29.99 for Black Friday week. An excellent price. I hadn't even seen it drop that low, so it's definitely a must-own for me because I've been wanting this set for such a long time. So it's finally nice to have it in my collection because it is really one of the holy grails of the Blu-ray collection. So before I begin, I actually had the theatrical editions as well. I had these for several years, pretty much once it first came out on Blu-ray. But I know folks don't like this edition. They prefer the extended editions because these are the butchered versions of the films. But I can understand that. But the reason is why we even had this edition was because movie theaters and basically the studios don't like showing long films at the theaters because it's all about profit for them. You know what I mean? So if they're going to show like a 4 or 5 hour film, that doesn't leave a lot of money making process for them, because you only get about 2 or 3 show times per day tops versus if you can fit in 6 or 7. Anyhow, so it's really nice to have both versions of the films. And I tell you, man, if you really like Lord of the Rings, this is easily a must own. And I had this extended edition for all 3 films on DVD. So I figured, I'll just wait until the price drops a bit. So that $29.99 price tag was definitely the go-to price. But let's take a look at this nice set. Really cool. Here's the back. Here's the spine. Just really nicely done. And the picture quality is outstanding for all 3 films. We're talking about a solid 5 out of 5. And the audio gets a 5 out of 5 as well. Here's a nice map of Middle Earth. Really cool. Some nice shot there of the characters. And discs are housed in a pretty thick case too. And the whole case itself is thick too. And it's a lot thicker than the Star Wars case and the Alien Anthology or the Indiana Jones, and even thicker than the recently released Halloween limited edition box set. So, and it closes with a magnet attachment here, so you can definitely feel that. So you got to put a little bit of force to open it. It just doesn't pop out because of the magnet attachment. But let's take a look at the discs, and you get 4 commentary tracks for each film, which is pretty much, what can I say? That's just insane. And before I show you the disc itself, here's the advertisement that was part of the packaging on the back. You get over 26 hours of bonus material, so just imagine. You will definitely be busy with this for weeks. It depends on how much time you put into it, of course, but yeah, it's just insane. Alright, so let's start off with the Fellowship. Really nice case, nice artwork right there. Here's the spine, and here's the back. So like I was saying, you get 4 commentary tracks for each film with the cast and crew. So each film has 5 discs. So basically the movie's on 2 discs on Blu-ray, 1 and 2, because it's a really long film, of course. And so disc 3 starts off the DVD of the bonus features. So yeah, all the rest of the bonus features, they're all DVDs, not Blu-ray. So on the DVDs, you basically get behind the scenes galleries, interviews with the cast and crew, the making process, how they designed the music for it, how they designed the special effects, that type of a thing. So let's take a look at the discs, and you get a map guide here as well. So here's part 1, part 2 on Blu-ray, and starting off the DVDs. Right there, part 1 from book to vision, and part 2 from vision to reality, and the 5th disc behind the scenes, of course. So let me show you the little guide. Really cool. Basically talks about the film right there, the extended editions. This is the scene selection guide for the film, and here's the map of the bonus features, what you basically get. Tons of stuff. Really, really cool. Let me just open this up a little more. Cool, here's the back part of it. Really nice. So you get a guide for each film. So let's move on to the 2 Towers. Really cool. And of course, the Return of the King won Best Picture at the Oscars, the theatrical edition. But yeah, the back is essentially the same descriptions, but just for part 2 of the film. And of course, the continuation of the commentaries for 4 commentaries. Let's take a look inside. Of course, the guide right there, part 2, disc 1, disc 2 for the film. And starting off the DVDs with the special features, part 3, The Journey Continues. Part 4, The Battle for Middle Earth begins. And of course the behind the scenes disc right there. And I'm hoping we'll get a huge box set, you know, with the Hobbit coming out on Blu-ray. Once the third one, of course, comes on Blu-ray, we'll probably get the extended editions, definitely. And I'm thinking maybe we'll get all 6 films of an extended edition in one box set. That would be really nice. That would be really cool. Of course, scene selection guide right there for part 2 of the film. And the map right there for all the special features. Kind of zoom in on that for you. And the box set over in the United Kingdom, it's slightly bigger than this version, the US edition. So let's see. We'll move on to the last film, The Return of the King. And of course, finally, we get the conclusion of the 4 commentaries for the third film. And the rest of the bonus features. Map guide right there, part 1, part 2 of the film, disc 2 rather, part 5, The War of the Ring, the appendices, part 6, The Passing of an Age, The Return of the King behind the scenes. Let me show you the guide again for this one. So if you haven't picked it up, this is easily a must-own if you can get it for a good price, because this was selling for around $60 for such a long time. Here's a guide, talks about third one. Scene selection guide right there. And map, the bonus features. Really nice. So what can I say about this one? Definitely own it in your collection. I've been, like I said, wanting this for such a long time, so it's finally surreal to have it in my collection because it was just one of the gaping holes of my Blu-ray box sets. So thanks for checking out this unboxing review of The Lord of the Rings, the extended edition and theatrical edition on Blu-ray. And I'll see you guys soon in one of my next reviews. Alright, take care.